Hey, what's up, everybody? Dan Tortora here of Comic Book Trails. Comic Book Trails going all over the country, someday all over the world, and looking for small business and local business comic book and collectible shops. We could be coming to your town or your city at any given time, so you got to be ready. How you get ready is that you make sure that you update your website, update your social media, put pictures up, let me know what's going on, because when I come into your town or city, I'm going to look things up immediately. I'm going to GPS what's in the area, and then I'm going to go down the line and pick a place. This show is in talking about our comic book trail that brought us to Bartertown Collectibles. Bartertown Collectibles located on 2235 Empire Boulevard, Suite 3 in Webster, New York. That is 2235 Empire Boulevard, Suite 3 in Webster, New York. They had a ton of great stuff. Basically, of any of the places I went to so far this year in 2021, they had a great array of the collectible action figures of all different shapes and sizes. I found a lot of great things, stuff that I had never seen before. Really great Marvel Legends action figures. Well, and I should say collectibles because some of us don't obviously play with them. But, great stuff. Toxin was there. Which is a little bit of the different, bigger version and whatnot. So you actually just got a sneak peek of what I got. But Toxin was there, Venom, Archangel, which is really cool to see. A lot of great stuff. There was a bust, a big display bust of Boba Fett, which I thought was really incredible. There was a Venom kind of captured moment of him, and that you could get. It was a 3D model of Venom, who had actually pulled off the mask of Spider-Man. There was another model like that was pretty big, that had Carnage fighting two different characters, the newer version of Scarlet Spider as well as Agent Venom in that one, which was pretty cool. But the Marvel Legends, the Legends series that they had was just really fantastic at Bartertown Collectibles, once again in Webster, New York on 2235 Empire Boulevard, Suite 3. So I'm going to show you what I got. Now, I'm really pumped about this because I had never seen it. I didn't know that it existed. I know sometimes this stuff comes out and, there's so many different things that come out, which is great now because there's so many new things. Things kind of pass you by sometimes and you don't even know that certain things have come out. So this came out. There was a character introduced into the Spider-Man comics, and it was a new villain, which was a cross between two former very giant adversaries, formidable foes of Spider-Man, and it put them both together. I have the original comic. I believe I have the direct first print of the original comic to that. I might have 2 copies of it. And I'm so happy I have that because I think that's, as I've talked about in prior shows, in the here and now, you never know what you're going to get. And, we go back in time to try and get those first appearances and the first copy of this and that and whatever, the ones that we know are worth something. But in the here and now, you could be getting something today that's worth something. And I think in the case of the comic I got, hopefully that will be it. And I got the figure to go with it. So this is the one thing I picked up from Bartertown Collectibles. Saw a lot of great stuff. This is the thing I ultimately chose. The Red Goblin. You see that, the Red Goblin from Marvel Spider-Man. And you can see the Legend series of the Red Goblin. A bunch of different characters on the back here. You could collect, when you put them all together, the figure that you're putting together is the Kingpin. One of his legs is here. So we have Spider-Man, we have Black Cat, we also have Marvel's Puma, we have Symbiote Spider-Man, as well as Night Thrasher, Silver Sable, and the Red Goblin. So, for those of you that don't know, the Red Goblin, a new villain created in the last little bit here, last few years of Spider-Man comics. The Red Goblin created as a mixture of Carnage and the Green Goblin. So, two, like I said, very giant adversaries of Spider-Man, and I had to get it. I had never seen it before. So, like I said, sometimes things just kind of pass you by, and you don't even know that they exist. And the Red Goblin was my choice here that I had to pick up. there was a couple there, and I was able to get one of them. So all in its casing, never opened, all completely together here. The box is in really great shape, and this is what I picked up at Bartertown Collectibles. So the Red Goblin to go with my first appearance of the Red Goblin in the comic books. So now I have the figure and the comics, which is really, really cool with the Red Goblin. And as I showed you in a previous video, he had showed up in one of the newer comics, so you got to check those out as well. Bartertown Collectibles, make sure that you head over there, 2235 Empire Boulevard, Suite 3 in Webster, New York, which is right by Rochester. The Red Goblin in so many different figures. Bartertown Collectibles had a great array of figures I've never seen before, including this little baby. So I brought this one home, and you can get yours today from Bartertown Collectibles. This has been Comic Book Trails. I appreciate you being here with us. And to Webster, New York, shout out to you. I'm happy that my Comic Book Trails brought me to you. If you want me to come to your place of business or to your town or city, send me a message on Instagram or Facebook at Comic Book Trails. And of course, you can follow us and like the page on there from Instagram and Facebook respectively. So make sure you go on there at Comic Book Trails. You'll see our logo, and you can click on it right there, and we could be coming to you next. So very excited about it. Comic Book Trails going all over the country, looking for comic book and collectible shops to support local businesses now more than ever, small businesses now more than ever as well, and to hear your stories, to get to meet the owner and or owners and get to get a little background on you, why you do what you do and why you're there, to check out your shop, take some pictures, and of course to try and find something cool in each of your stores to support your local business even further. So shout out to you, Bartertown Collectibles in Webster, New York. Thank you for the Red Goblin. We appreciate you, and I'll talk with you all soon. And make sure you check out our YouTube channel as well by searching Comic Book Trails, where you're also watching this video right now.